Breaking news just coming in. One of the targets of the American and Israeli strikes was a house where Iran's leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was reportedly staying. A short while ago in a speech, Benjamin Netanyahu stated there are strong indications that he may have been killed. An Israeli official told Reuters, being more direct, that Khamenei was killed and that his body is already being recovered. Iranian authorities have not confirmed this information. Khamenei has not made any public appearances since the attacks. The United States strikes against Iran early this morning have put the Middle East on high alert. Explosions were reported in the capital Tehran and in at least 4 other cities. In response, Iran fired missiles at Israel and attacked American bases across the Middle East. Bahrain was among the targets of the Iranian attacks.
Netanyahu gave an interview after the attacks carried out against Iran and said he had received information that Ali Khamenei died in the attack. This war has been going on for some time, and today there was another attack on Iran. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he had signs that Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei died during the coordinated attacks by the United States and the Israeli army on Saturday, February 28th, in the capital Tehran. What actually happened to Khamenei is still uncertain. In an address to the nation, the Prime Minister stated that there are several signs that the Ayatollah is no longer among us. Netanyahu also assured that the operation against Iran will continue as long as necessary. According to the Reuters news agency, a high-ranking Israeli government official, speaking on condition of anonymity, said that Khamenei is dead and that the supreme leader's body has already been found. Iranian authorities deny the death of the supreme leader. The spokesman for the Iranian Foreign Ministry, Esmail Baghaei, stated that Khamenei and President Masoud Pezeshkian are safe and sound. According to Israeli state television Kan, which cited government sources, Khamenei and Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian were targets of a coordinated action by the US and Israel, a historical enemy of the regime of the Ayatollahs who rule the Persian country. The attacks also reportedly targeted other important figures in the regime, including the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, Syed Abdolrahim Mousavi, the Secretary of Iran's newly created Defense Council, Ali Shamkhani, and the Secretary of Iran's National Security Council, Ali Larijani. Iran's Defense Minister Amir Nasirzadeh and a Revolutionary Guard commander, Mohammad Pakpour, were killed in the attacks, according to sources cited by Reuters news agency. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz described the attack as preventive, ordered to prevent threats. US President Donald Trump confirmed the attacks, stating that the objective was to defend the American people and ensure that Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. In response, Iran launched an attack on American military installations in Bahrain, Kuwait, and Qatar. The regime also launched missiles and drones against Israel. There is still no information on possible damage. Qatar's Ministry of Defense stated that the country's armed forces shot down several missiles before they reached its airspace. Iran's foreign ministry confirmed the retaliation, stating that the country will not hesitate in its response. The time has come to defend the homeland and confront the enemy's military attack, the ministry posted in a statement on the social network X. Just as we were prepared for negotiations, we have been even more prepared for defense at all times. The armed forces of the Islamic Republic of Iran will respond decisively to the aggressors with full authority. Failed negotiations. This Saturday's attack comes after the failure of the latest round of negotiations between the US and Iran, seen as the possible last diplomatic solution. On the subject, Trump stated, "It has always been the policy of the United States, particularly of my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon." Next, the president cited the June 2025 war, when the United States bombed Iranian nuclear and military facilities during the conflict between Israel and Iran. On Thursday, representatives from both countries concluded 6 hours of negotiations in Geneva without concrete progress on the main American demand. the complete dismantling of the Iranian nuclear program. In a report confidential to its 35 member states, the International Atomic Energy Agency stated that Iran has stockpiled some of its highly enriched uranium in an underground area of the Isfahan nuclear complex in the center of the country. This is the first time the UN-affiliated body has specified the location where material with a purity level of up to 60% is stored. This level is technically close to the 90% enrichment considered necessary for the production of a nuclear weapon. Tensions surrounding Iran's nuclear program have intensified following the erosion of the 2015 agreement known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, which imposed strict limits on uranium enrichment in exchange for sanctions relief. Since the United States unilaterally withdrew from the pact during Donald Trump's first term, Iran has progressively increased its enrichment levels and reduced cooperation with international inspectors. While diplomatic efforts struggled to progress, the US continued to build up military power around Iran. On Wednesday the 25th, Washington sent a dozen F-22 fighter jets to the region, which already had 2 aircraft carriers, 12 destroyers, and 3 combat vessels. In total, the US assembled its largest military force in the Middle East since the invasion of Iraq in 2003. What's your opinion on this topic? Leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. Watch other videos as well, because there are already other analyses here where we talk about how this war has been written about in the Bible for many years. Watch this video too, so you can understand